Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chiz and my channel focuses on reviews of luxury handbags, small leather goods, and all things in between. If you like the sound of that, please consider subscribing. I'd love to have you here with me. So today's video is going to be focused on my small leather goods collection. So before I started doing this video, as I was thinking about doing it, I was thinking to myself, I'm a luxury minimalist. I have a minimal small leather goods until I started gathering my items for this video. And I'm like, okay, you are clearly not a small leather goods minimalist. You actually have quite a bit here. And there are actually a number of items that I could probably do without because I just don't use them that much or really ever. And so it's I'm glad I'm doing this video because it's definitely giving me food for thought in terms of downsizing a little bit more. So I would start this video with my most used small leather goods. And so the first one would be my Louis Vuitton 6-ring key holder. You guys see this in a lot of my what's in my bag video. I use this to store my house keys, the keys to the safe that we put all of our important documents in, as well as my car keys, and then I have my gym pass here as well. This is always with me in some form, shape, or fashion. And I love it because it makes it hard to lose my keys because everything is in one place. And it's also nice because it keeps my keys from scratching the inside of my bags, especially those bags that have a leather interior. So definitely a must-have and my most frequently used small leather goods. And the next one I would say would be my card holder. I probably use this just as much as I use my 6-ring key holder because this has my frequently used cards in it. And I would say I alternate between these two flat card holders. And so this one is my YSL card holder in the fuchsia pink color. It's so pretty, I love it. It has 2 card slots on each side, so 4, and then a middle card slot here that I use to put extra cards, or sometimes I can just fold my cash and put it in there. This is the Louis Vuitton reverse monogram one, and this is one that I'm currently using, and it has 2 card slots on each side and then 1 middle one. I really like the design of the YSL better, and I think, and I'm considering potentially selling this one to get either another YSL one that has the 2 card slots on each side, just because it gives me more options in terms of putting more cards here and having room for cash. With this one, I double some of my cards in the card slots, and then I definitely like triple. I have like 3 cards here. Sometimes I even put up to 4 here. And so yeah, so these are my flat card holders, and these are also my more frequently used small leather goods. And then I would say next up would be my Karigami medium pouch. So I bought the whole set, but I realized that I only really used the medium size, so I ended up selling the smaller one and then the larger one that I had. And so this one, I typically store things like dental floss, my hand cream, blotting sheets, and then I have some Band-Aids in here for my little ones, and then I have my hand sanitizer, and I still have quite a bit of room in here to put additional things. So I love this one because the interior is wipeable, so if you get anything on it, you can easily wipe it, and it's just the cutest little compact pouch to have your things in. I also like this in my work bag because sometimes if I have my never full GM where I've sewed the pouch from that one, if I have this with me, I sometimes would take these out during lunch break and just put my flat card holder in here and just take this with me to go to lunch instead of grabbing the entire bag. So this one is another frequently used one. The next one that I would say is probably my Toiletry 19, and I got this pre-loved, and it's pretty much like falling apart. Like the inside lining is like ripping, but I don't care. I just use it for all the makeup that I carry with me to work. And I probably could clean this up a bit and take out some makeup that I don't always use, because trust me, I would say probably 50% of the items in here are not used. So it could use some downsizing so I can actually zip the thing up. So because of the amount of things in here, it usually cannot zip very well. So I just leave it open and just put it in my work bag with me. But this is a really nice one, and I'm glad I bought it pre-loved before it was discontinued and before all of the hype. So I got this for a really good deal. I think I got it for like maybe $200. And again, because it houses my makeup, things that tend to get dirty or leave stains, I was perfectly happy getting it pre-loved for the price that I got. So I would say this is the next most used item in my small leather goods collection. Then the next one I would say would be my mini pochette, but this one houses my charging block, charging cord, and then I also have my AirPods in here. And this is just an AirPods holder. My cousin gave it to me, so the actual AirPods just sit in here. And so that is what I carry here. I really like this one as well because I can also use it as a wristlet, especially when we travel. I love having this because sometimes for evenings out with my husband, I'll just grab this, put my card holder in here, and maybe like a lip balm or lip gloss in there, and I'm good to go with this. And I have a video of this item where I go through what can fit and the different ways that I use it, so definitely check it out. So my Louis Vuitton mini pochette in the damier bin is another frequently used one as well. So we're kind of getting close to the least used. I would say the next one that I use is my Louis Vuitton key clay. Again, this one just houses my Metro Pass, my office key, and then this little gadget that my cousin gave me to use to open doors and push elevator buttons. So Dan doesn't house that many things and just really is more specific for when I go to work. So I just grab this and stick it in my tote bag. So love this item. I used to have it in a damier bin, but then I started thinking, oh, I really like the monogram now. And so I ended up buying this right before, I think maybe 2 price increases ago. And I'm definitely glad I added it. And when I did, I sold my damier bin one just because I don't need 2 key clays in my collection. The next frequently used one I would say is my Louis Vuitton Zippy coin purse. And the reason why this is not as frequently used as the other items is that it just houses cards that I don't always use, so that I don't always reach for. So it has things like my Costco card, my Nordstrom card, my Bloomingdale's card. So the cards in here are really for specific purposes. So if I know I'm going to Costco, I'll grab this. If I know I'm going somewhere where there's a Nordstrom, I'll grab this as well. So again, not an SLG that is needed on a daily basis, but glad to have it because my flat card holders cannot hold all my cards. So I like having the ones that I don't use as often stored in here. And then the next one would be my Louis Vuitton round coin purse. This is probably the oldest SLG I have. This one has since been discontinued, and I think I bought this probably as far back as 2015. Definitely one of the first SLGs I got, and it's never gonna leave my collection. It's just a beautiful piece, and it just houses my coins. Again, I don't use coins that often. Sometimes I grab it if I know I'm gonna be in the city and I may need to put money in a meter, so I'll just grab this with me. But usually it just comes with me if I know that I'm probably gonna be reaching for coins, but otherwise it's just sort of sits there and I'm not using it that often, but it's just such a nice little novelty piece that I don't want to ever have to sell it. Then the next ones, I have 2 left here, is my Chanel mini O case. This one I would say I rarely use. So I only use this when I have a bag that is too small for my Louis Vuitton mini pochette. So then I'll grab this and put things like my lip gloss, lip balm, just really small items in here. Sometimes I do use this for my cards. So if I really want to downsize even more and just use a few items with me, I'll put my cards in here, my cash, and sometimes I'll even take my keys out of the key pouch and just stick it in here if I just wanted to just grab something like and just go, and I know that I can just stick this in my pocket and just get going. So that's usually when I reach for this item. But again, I don't use it that often, and it's one that I'm definitely gonna consider selling. And the last SLG in my collection is this Chanel large O case. I think this is the biggest size that they have in this style. There's a medium, like a smaller one that's not as big, and then there's the mini, and then there's a small one, and then the mini O case is the smallest that they have. So they have 4 different sizes. So the mini O case, a small one, another medium size, and then this large one. And I really like this for days that I need to bring my iPad with me to do work. Like let's say I'm going to a coffee shop and I want to bring my iPad with me. I love carrying this. And I can, and if I bring my personal laptop, I also like to put my cords here and bring this with me. But honestly, guys, that is the only time I think I've used this item. And maybe one other time when I went out on a dinner date with my husband, and I just found that, you know, this is a little too big to carry as a clutch. It's cute, but it's a little big, and so it serves better as like a document holder or just laptop gadget holder. So again, I don't use this often, but I really do like it, and it's a piece that I feel like if I get rid of it, I may regret it, because there may be times in the future that I will use this. And the reason why I feel like I may regret it is that I don't have anything else that's an alternative to this. Whereas the mini O case, the alternative is really my mini pochette. And even if my mini pochette cannot fit in a smaller bag, I feel like I have alternatives to make it work. But this one, I don't have anything else that could serve as a good alternative for this. So for now, this one's probably gonna stay. And I should just quickly go over how this looks. So on the inside, it has this burgundy interior. It has a zippered compartment here. It's pretty big. And then on the back, it has a slip pocket here. And this is in the black caviar leather with gold hardware. So very nice piece, but just not used very often, but I still love it. So guys, that is it for my small leather goods collection. Let me know if you have any questions about any of the pieces that I just showed you all. Again, thank you so much for watching. I really truly appreciate you all, and I look forward to chatting with you on the next one. Bye-bye.